Welcome to my World Religions and Current Events elective. We do a lot of different and interesting things. These include religious scholars who Skype into our class. 6 or 7 scholars Skyped in last year. We also Skype into other classrooms in other countries through an organization called Generation Global. And in current events, we examine issues like white nationalism, human migration, and the Middle East. Let's go into this class in a little more detail. In religion, we examine the major world religions in Asia and in the West. We spend about 2 weeks on each religion. We also do a 2-week unit on indigenous religions in Africa, America, and Australia. We concentrate on Native American religion and the issues that face Native Americans today. For example, the pipeline was an issue that affected indigenous Americans in Oklahoma a few years ago. We also research issues in major religions using a model developed by Harvard Divinity, where you research specific religions in terms of climate change or gender or as a minority in America. Scholars who Skyped into our classroom last year include Ben Marcus, who talked to us about religious literacy at the museum, Diana Butler Bass, who is a prolific writer and whose daughter went to West Potomac, talked to us about her career and growing up as a reporter or starting out as a reporter in California. Asma Udin, a young Muslim, and recently wrote a book called When Islam is Not a Religion, talked to us about Islam in America. Liz Konecki is a reporter for CBS News and Religion, where she produced a number of documentaries. And Michael Van Hardingsveld is a Buddhist scholar who was working at the National Museum in Los Angeles and talked to us about Buddhist deities. Site visits in the past, when we have not had COVID, we visited a Muslim mosque, a Hindu temple, a Sikh temple, a Buddhist temple, and Washington National Cathedral. Here you see us at a Hindu temple on a Saturday morning about 5 years ago, and last year we were here at the Sikh Gurdwara in Washington, D.C. They gave us langar, or lunch, and you see students in line to get their lunch at the buffet. And here are some students eating. In Generation Global, an organization started by Prime Minister Tony Blair to bring students of different cultures together, we discussed different issues with students in classrooms around the world. In the past, we talked to students in Indonesia, England, Ukraine, and Mexico. Voice of America did a story and a video about one of our video conferences a few years ago. Some of the issues we discussed in Generation Global have included human migration, equality before the law, and women's rights. In current events, we also have scholar visits such as Liz Konecki, who talked to us about some of the videos she produced. We also look at issues in the news. Some of these have included global migrations, especially the human migrations caused by the Syrian civil war. We look at Uyghurs in China. Uyghurs are Muslims, Central Asian Muslims in China, who've been rounded up and put in re-education camps. We will look at the Middle East and at the 2 largest countries, Saudi Arabia and Iran, and try to understand why they hate each other so much. Finally, if we have time, we'll look at the rise of white nationalism, and we'll do a short unit on climate change. Thanks a lot, and I hope you'll seriously consider signing up for World Religions and Current Events.